When people's fortunes are down,
4 and 9.49, all the 4's 44.
business at this bingo hall goes up.
People are just sort of trying their luck and seeing what they can do to get themselves ahead.
The soaring cost of living means people here are struggling to make ends meet.
It's meat. The meat is very expensive, you know.
We've had to cut back on our food. We're feeding a family of 6. I'm living with my parents, so I don't even think I'll ever be able to get into my own home.
Consumer prices rose less than forecast, but are still up 1.8% in the quarter, taking annual inflation to 6.1%, the highest in 21 years since the GST was introduced. In just the last 3 months, the cost of building new homes went up by 5.6%. Fuel was 4.2% higher, despite the government's petrol excise cut still in place. And eating is getting much more expensive. Vegetables, fruit and meat are all costing a lot more at the checkout.
Inflation is high and rising. It will get tougher before it starts to ease.
We're still seeing quite a lot of these global supply chain pressures. Food inflation is very strong, especially in the fresh food area because of the flooding in Queensland and northern New South Wales.
Annual core inflation, which strips out one-off price rises, is 4.9%, well above the Reserve Bank's 2 to 3% target range, and galloping along at twice the rate of wage growth. Consumer prices are skyrocketing around the world, prompting the International Monetary Fund to downgrade its global economic growth forecast around 0.5% to 3.2%, while issuing a grim warning of uncertain times ahead as central banks react to inflation by aggressively hiking rates. All eyes will be on the Reserve Bank's rate decision on Tuesday.
The RBA really does have a big job ahead of it to bring inflation down, and we're looking for another 4 50 basis point RBA cash rate increases over the next 4 months. So it is a very steep increase.
In Sydney, mortgage costs are on the minds of borrowers.
Obviously there's going to be knock-on effects in terms of real estate.
I have been forecasting some of the numbers like on my mortgage, and I think it's going to get painful probably towards the end of this year.
Economic trouble set to worsen.